making my list for what I need to get from the supermarkets that open in 30 minutes. It's 9:30 in the morning on a Friday. It's November 5th. And I have 2 more weeks till payday. But payday meaning being given my allowance. So this is like some of the stuff I wrote, and I was looking at my case for my phone. My phone is red too. It's iPhone 11, I believe. I think was the last one probably I will have that is replacing for 2 years, because they used to have this thing that you can change your phone with every 2 years with the contract to the newer one, and then you just pay it off for the next 2 years. I think, I don't know, but they don't do that anymore from what I understand, or I was told. So this is the phone I'm gonna probably stick with for a while. It's cute in red, so I forgot it was red because this is all red. I got this red too, and it's pretty trashy, and it was nice. And inside has what do you call it? Inside there's like this it has 3 pockets here, and then there is one here on the side. So I took the stuff from inside, and it's really worn out, but this is the car, the emergency car that from my job from 2 years ago. I don't know why I kept it there, because it's emergency contact card. So, and it has the phone numbers, and in the morning number, when if you're feeling sick or gonna be late, you call that number. Yeah, so, and then there was this card. You know, the missionaries for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, they always give us card. It's like a goodbye letter before they leave the area, and because they get transferred a lot. So there was this dear sister. She was one of the sisters who taught the basic lessons to prepare the boys for their baptism. And so he was my 11-year-old. That was like, what? That means it's 3 years ago. More than 3 years ago, actually, because we studied the lessons early. And she left. She's back in the States for a long time now, I think. But they always have like their name and then the name of the church, and like their favorite scripture. This one here says, "Look unto Christ in every thought, doubt not, fear not." It's a scripture from Doctrine and Covenants 6:36. Has like the mission address and then the home address, I guess. And usually in the back they write a message. And this one is so sweet. She was one of the sweetest people. So sweet. And I always thought she was like timid and shy, or like doesn't really not outgoing, like talking so much, but in a way like that made her really unique and beautiful in and out. Yes, that's my phone. This is my boy who has runny nose, so I'll tell you about the runny nose too after. But I just wanted to read you guys this. This is really sweet. Like, that's what the missionaries leave as a message to you. It's just really nice. I just wanted to let you know how much I look up to you. Whatever. It takes a strong person to live in a foreign country and raise a family. You are such a wonderful mother, and I can tell because I always feel the spirit when I'm in your home. Your boys are lucky to have you. Thank you for all your Sunday school lessons. I don't remember any of that. I always looked forward to going to them. I love you and I'll miss you. I'm grateful that you were a part of my life, even if only for a little bit. I don't know. I got lots of cards and I keep some of them in my drawer, but this one I kept in my phones for whatever reason. So I guess it touched the strings of the heart. And then the work one to remind me of who I was before the twins and who I'll be most likely after the twins. My friend, I have only one Japanese friend. She helps me a lot with translations and like medical stuff because she's a medical worker. But we were talking, just like talking, and the babies were napping already, and we started talking. She's like, I know this private English schools owners, and I'll call them and let them know that if they have an opening, maybe if you're interested. So she actually really did call them, like right here in front of me. And at the moment they didn't have openings, but she said like, can you let me know if you do? And so they're like, yeah, okay, because right now is November. The new school year starts in April, so the contract finishes at the end of March usually. And so they're still in the old school year, in the present school year. So the 2022 school year starts in April. So, but usually like the company I used to work for, they usually start asking around November, around this time, if you want to renew your contract or want to be moved to the different branch of the company, which is different locations in Japan. And I'm stuck here for good. So I wouldn't say good, but I prefer to be here in this area, and the pay is not as much as, say, if you are in a private kindergarten or something like that, and they don't really cover so much for it. Like, so you're on your own, and at least I have a house. I don't pay rent here and in family cars and stuff. But other English teachers who come like straight from the States or UK or Australia or New Zealand, they have to rent an apartment and rent a car from the company. So whatever they get, really what they get is not much. But then they live on their own though, so they don't really need much for food. Like, I spend tons of money on diapers and food because we're so many people here. And then I cannot just buy food. Like, sometimes they want something sweet. Sometimes, for example, my oldest now told me last night that he really wants to eat beef jerks, like beef jerk, something like that. And I know that my sister loved it, and I always got it for her from Costco and when we were living in Hawaii as students, and for her birthdays and stuff. But I don't really see it here. He said in the particular shop I go to, they have it there, but I have to look for it. But he just wants to eat beef jerky, so interesting. He tried it at a friend's house and he loved it. And so, oh, this boy has a bubble. He has a bubble. Oh dear. So that's the other thing I wanted to tell you guys about. It's really interesting. Ow. It's not interesting, but it's a machine that I'm not sure if I talked about it before, but it's kind of gross, but this is clean, so don't worry. So this is the machine. It's called Smile Cute. Nothing that is in English in Japan makes sense, but it makes sense, but like it doesn't really sound right. So this is like the strength of how strong it can be. I always put it all the way to the top to suck the life out of them. This is to turn it on and turn it off. This is the jar where everything goes. Usually, because they're small, it doesn't go all the way there. It just goes from. So this is a different. They have different heads. Like, this one is the one for small babies, so it goes deeper. And trust me, that's helpful when it goes deeper, because when it goes deeper, they cannot really suck their noses yet. They cannot blow their noses yet. They don't know how to. So this one goes really deep to the sinuses area and takes all of it, and it goes like all the way. Sometimes if I didn't wash it every time, which I do now, it goes inside the jar. But this one, I just wash it every time so the boogers don't get dried into the pipe, the hose, because it's hard to clean it afterwards. And that machine saved my life, because you know what happens if you're a mom, you probably know what happens is if their boogers are not taken care of and they don't blow them out, it gets stuck in here, and then it piles up and goes where? ear infection. I know because I had 3 boys before, and we had to go to their doctor every other day in a hospital, and I couldn't drive back then, so I was dependent on whoever could take me. Usually it was my mother-in-law. And so I've had it up to here with that, and the doctor at the end wanted to put like a poke the eardrum, and put like a some kind of metal, I don't know if it's metal or plastic, but like kind of like a tube, little tiny tube, so it can drain the stuff out, so it doesn't get into the inner ear and just make infection. It hurts the inside drum. So I said no to that, and they outgrew it. They became older and stronger. But now those two are there, and I know that if I keep that, I know where it goes. It goes through the throat, and then goes here, and then goes here. And so because the nose and the throat and this is all connected. And so that machine is a lifesaver. So they don't have to go to the hospital and be drained. I mean, in the hospital they have a machine much stronger than that. It's like looks like on an IV pole. It's like really long, and looks like a vacuum cleaner too. And the thing sucks the life out of you. Like you can feel like things coming wrong. So, and the babies love it. No, love it. They hate it. My other boys, when they were small, they hated it. But then after that, they could breathe, so they really loved it. And my oldest, he had some kind of asthmatic kind of condition, and so this is confusing, huh? Because mommy's holding the phone. There is no phone here, huh? There is no phone here, baby boy. And I really have to do his nosy again, because yesterday he also fell. He was with boots and he fell outside, and this is how he decorated his face because of that. Oh, sweet pie. And yes, I have to do that. But anyways, yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell you about. It's a good valuable thing to have in the house. They have it in Amazon, so I got it from Amazon in Japan. But if you're interested, or if you want to know more about it, I'm not like commercializing products, but this one is helpful to have for moms. Okay, and with that said, I will carry on with the daily chores and everything. There's like this couch, the small couch is full of a mountain of clothes that I have to fold. That's from, I believe, yesterday. The today's are outside, and I have one more to hang out outside, their clothes. So yeah, me and laundry, we're best friends. It's we are inseparable, and the kids and the babies go at it. They know if mommy's not in this room and she's not in the other room, she's outside with the laundry basket, so they know. Anyways, I have to go shopping as well. I have nothing in the fridge really. It's no, nothing really. I have to fill some veggies and fruits and yogurt and milk they like, and there's this yogurty drink that also has I'm proud the name of my country on it, and I love it. It says Bulgaria on everywhere on it. This is how the yogurt looks like. This is the yogurt, and this says Bulgaria. So they have different yogurts too, but I buy this one because it reminds me the closest. It's plain, and it's the closest to what I have from Bulgaria. Bulgarian yogurt is actually a bit more sour, but that will do. That doesn't matter. So I'm gonna say bye-bye to this guy because he's really old, and I'll just hang on the phone like that without case for now. Yeah. Anything else? My friend yesterday brought me a furikake. Do you guys know what furikake means? It's furikake is this thing that you put it over rice, so the rice tastes better. So this one is, so the one from the supermarkets, I'll show you. The one from the supermarket looks like this, and you can make rice bowls with it. There are different flavors. This one is my baby's favorite. It's the one with the cow, because it says sukiyaki, which is like the meat, kind of ground beef. This one, I guess we have lots of the green one, but that's how it looks like. So it's like really shiny and colorful. And but this one she brought me yesterday was without preservatives and chemicals in it. It's like natural, so it's probably very expensive too. So she brought me 2 different flavors, and they taste really good. They make the rice taste better, and it's good for the babies too. There's another thing I found in my phone case before I trashed it. It's it doesn't look like it anymore, but it's from my oldest boy. He gave it to me. That was like way back, 2 years ago or so. He's with grade now, so he was a 3rd grader. He's still small, sweet boy. It looks like it's supposed to look like a froggy. A frog with ice, but origami. He loves origami, but it's old, so I'll just trash it. But I used to keep things. The company card, I probably keep it in my drawer, so you never know. I have to contact them again. Yeah. Now that I have my list, I'll check around in the rooms in the bathroom. I'll check what I have, what I need, and I will be going with the babies in the car probably. And the laundry, I will take care of it later. Okay, and I have to suck their noses again before we go. All right, bye.